The best and brightest local high school teams compete in a tournament of knowledge on this year's hottest game show, Bay Area Quiz Kids. Brought to you by AT&T, Oracle, the San Mateo Credit Union, and Samtrans. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Thank you very, very much. Well, for the past month, we've watched the 8 top teams in our competition battle it out, and we are down to the final 4. We're in our semifinals. In 2 weeks, we will have our championship match. One of these teams will be standing on one side of that championship match. Who will it be? Will it be the Homestead Mustangs? Or will it be the San Mateo High School Bearcats? We will not delay in finding out. Let's start with the collaboration round. Well, hope you've rested for the last couple of weeks, gentlemen. It's been very exciting here in the studio, and now you're going to face each other off. I want to congratulate both teams for getting this far. And in this first round, as you know, you'll be playing as a team, so show off your skills collaborating with these 10-point questions I've got. I'll give you a few seconds to talk it over, and then your captain, Aaron or Jordan, will give me the answer you think is correct. Score the points if you're right. Give the other team a chance to steal the points if you're wrong. We'll go back and forth till the buzzer signals the end of the first round, okay? Good luck to both teams. Homestead, you get the first question. Featured on the album A Night at the Opera, some believe it parallels Albert Camus' novel The Stranger, depicting the events prior to a young man's execution where he has an epiphany. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me is a line in what song which mentions Galileo and a little silhouette of a man that was sung by Queen?
Don't know.
You don't know? You can steal, gentlemen.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
I guess you know. Yeah, 10 points. Mama. Ooh. Oh, okay, never mind.
This is the wrong thing last time.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Here's your first question, Bearcats. It replaced an older version destroyed by the Persians in 480 BC and was converted to a Christian church appropriately dedicated to the Virgin in the 6th century AD. When the HMS Mentor sank near the island of Cythera, it was carrying marble sculptures that Lord Elgin had removed from which temple on the Acropolis?
The Parthenon. The Parthenon.
That's right for 10 points. Okay, guys, here we go. At 5'4" and 90 pounds, his large head and massive chest and shoulders earned him the sobriquet the Little Giant, with his voice carrying far and his delivery rarely graceful. Which politician supported popular sovereignty in the Freeport Doctrine? He outlined in a series of 7 Illinois debates against Abraham Lincoln.
Stephen Douglas.
That's right for 10. Controversy began when a humidor was installed in their stadium to keep baseballs at manufacturer's specifications to counter the effect dry air was having on the baseball, specifically lots of home runs. Garrett Atkins, Matt Holliday, and Todd Helton played in the 2007 World Series for which Mile High National League team?
Colorado Rockies.
That's right for 10 points. She sued the hip-hop group Outkast in 1999, claiming the group had illegally used her name in a song without her permission, and the two parties later reached a settlement. What woman, who later worked for John Conyers, refused an order from James Blake, an employee of the Montgomery City bus lines, to give up her seat?
Rosa Parks.
That's it for 10. Ironically, being of Iberian nobility, she had some Jewish ancestry, with 3 of her great-great-grandparents having Sephardic roots. What last ruler of the Trastamara dynasty of Castile and Leon was the mother of Catherine of Aragon and wife of King Ferdinand of Spain?
Isabella.
That's it for 10. What river, whose tributaries include the Luanginga and Luena, rises in a Dambo swamp in Zambia, flows to Mozambique, and passes over Victoria Falls?
Nile? The Nile.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You can steal, gentlemen.
Zambezi.
You got it for 10. What disease caused by fungi in genus Ophiostroma and transmitted by bark beetles has decimated U.S. populations of its namesake shade trees?
Dutch elm disease.
Dutch elm disease?
That's it for 10. What literary character falls in love with the betrothed of Lord Athelstane, his father Cedric's ward Rowena, in a novel by Sir Walter Scott? Okay, you can steal.
Ivanhoe, maybe? Yeah. Ivanhoe?
That's it for 10. The Guatemalan department of El Petén is at the base of what peninsula, containing the states of Campeche and Quintana Roo in Mexico?
The Yucatan Peninsula.
That's it for 10. That's the end of the first round. We have 20 for Homestead, 80 for San Mateo. We'll take a break and come back and chat with the teams. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Well, we're winding down our 9th season, and as our big 10th anniversary season is about to begin, I hope you will plan on joining us here in the studio audience for a live performance of our show. Just call us at 650-637-1936. We'll send you tickets, and we will enjoy having you. Aaron Wong, the first time we talked this season, you were begging your parents for a telescope. I said, you're going to end up with a bathroom.
well, thankfully, my parents are nicer than that, and the bathroom did not happen.
You know, I got a bathrobe, so be careful. But you got the telescope, so how's the telescope?
The telescope is pretty good. It's the first one I've had.
There you go. You're being qualified.
Like 4 inches across. I haven't really had a chance to use it that much. Just pointed at the moon and got some pretty nice pictures of the craters.
Good.
But
5 months you've had this, and you've looked at a couple of craters.
but thankfully, like there's been a lunar eclipse too.
Yeah, there've been a couple of things to look at.
Well, like since I haven't had much time because of the schoolwork and all that.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll get some chance this summer. You know.
Definitely.
Dave Doburn, you are working, or all seniors have to work on a senior project in their English classes?
Well, those in English AP.
English AP, and you are supposed to do a project that sort of sums up your experience as a Homestead High student, right?
Yes.
And what have you decided to do?
So I'm going to write, well, I'm in the process of writing a 15-minute musical piece that captures the emotions and events that occur during high school.
And how many pieces are you composing for?
Well, a synthesized part, as well as a marimba player and a keyboard player.
Cool. And you'll perform this for the class?
Yeah.
And maybe for guests at some point, at some major event, like a party? It'd be good. Good luck to you. Robert Nishihara, you are part of a club at school, the OSL. What's the OSL?
Well, that stands for Obscure Sports League. Some of my friends started that this year because we enjoy, going to a local park and playing capture the flag or ultimate frisbee. And we just, we do this all the time, like weekends or.
What grade are you?
I'm a junior.
Okay, but you still want to kind of go back to your childhood, to capture the flag, those kinds of things.
Yeah, also I enjoy like climbing trees.
Yeah, you said you got in trouble the other day for climbing trees in the
Well,
quad.
not really in trouble. The librarian sort of yelled at me a little bit.
I don't know why. Have fun with that. Let's give a big hand to your coach, Chris Nefrada. Well, Jordan Patchouli, captain of the Bearcats, this is all a lot of fun, but really the most important thing going on for a guy who's a sophomore is learning to drive.
Junior.
Well, you are a junior?
Yeah.
Good for you. Are we going to talk about learning to drive?
We are.
Oh, good, thank you. Oh, you got your license.
I got my license.
It's got a happy ending. But I understand that part of your training was to drive your mother up to the Canadian Rockies?
Yep.
In all those curving, windy roads?
Yeah, so I got to do high speeds up on the highways in the Canadian Rockies on the way up there. And
is your mom still living with you?
She is. She's out in the audience.
Good. Yeah. She looks healthy. She looks like she survived that trip. Good for her. And you.
Thanks.
Andrew Tezorowski. There's so many questions about the presidency. It's kind of odd odd that your obsession is with vice presidents.
Yeah, they're pretty interesting guys. Like, most of them go unnoticed because they didn't really do anything. But they were all like, most of them were senators or governors before they became vice president. So they still have interesting histories behind them.
Who's your favorite vice president?
Woodrow Wilson's vice president, Thomas R. Marshall, he took the whole vice presidency as a joke. So he came up with all these kind of funny observations about how Washington worked and all this kind of stuff. So
It says a lot about Wilson and Marshall and you. It's cool. It's an interesting hobby. Elliot Storch, you're going to Israel this summer for 5 weeks. You're a sophomore.
Yep.
And a lot of 10th graders do go to Israel after their 10th grade year.
Yep.
And what will you be doing there?
We're going to be going all around the country, down to Eilat in the south and up towards the Dead Sea, hiking through the Negev, and there's going to be a little part where there's a little army training camp, which I'm looking forward to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds very exciting.
It is.
Good luck to you there. Let's give a big hand to your coach, Jared Wilkie. And if you turn your attention to the man clutching the perpetual trophy that's going to be awarded to somebody in just a couple short weeks, that is our judge, Mr. Frank Saboti. All right, we'll come back and play the lightning round after these messages. It's lightning round time! In this round, gentlemen, you are going to be playing with the buzzers in front of you. I'll ask a question, and the first man to buzz in gets to answer for his team. Give me the right answer, you'll score 10 points. Give me the wrong answer, the other team will be allowed to collaborate, and then they can steal those points if they give me the right answer. If you buzz in before I complete the question, you will have to answer with the information you have heard thus far. And if you give me the wrong answer, I will complete the question for the other team before they answer. Okay? It's 80 to 20. Good luck, you guys. First question. What part owner of the Lord Chamberlain's Men, which constructed the Globe Theater? Yes, Aaron?
William Shakespeare.
Right. What war that culminated with the naval battle of Aegas Potami, and saw the disastrous Sicilian expedition end with the surrender of Athens to Sparta? Yes, Aaron?
Peloponnesian War.
Right. Shark and embryonic human skeletons are comprised of what? Yes, Aaron?
Cartilage.
Right. By July 2007, there were over 700 orders for the Dreamliner designed by what aerospace? Aaron?
Boeing.
Right. What son of Bathsheba and father of Jordan?
David?
Nope. And father of Rehoboam built the temple in Jerusalem, and after the death of David became known for wisdom as Israel's king?
Solomon.
Right. A photon's energy can be found by multiplying its frequency by what constant? Yes, Jordan.
Planck's constant?
Yes. What Greek boy joined his father on an escape from a labyrinth but fell to the sea after the sun? Aaron.
Theseus.
No. After the sun melted his wax wings, designed by Daedalus.
Icarus.
Correct. Which justice, whose first opinion was Holmes versus South Carolina, became the third nominee to replace Sandra Day O'Connor after Harriet? Yes, Aaron.
Samuel Alito.
Yes. The Ottawa and Richelieu rivers are tributaries of what waterway that yes, Andrew.
St. Lawrence River?
Correct. What tutor to the future King Charles II supported a social contract and yes, Andrew.
Rousseau?
No. And rule by an absolute monarch in his 1651 work about commonwealths called Leviathan?
Thomas Hobbes.
Right. Which organelle made of membrane-bound cisternae receives proteins and lipids in vesicles from the endoplasmic, yes,
Golgi apparatus.
Thank you. Because it got worse. Which Englishman painted Francis Carter and Robert Andrews after their wedding and a portrait of Jonathan Buttall in the title color of the Blue Boy? That was Thomas Gainsborough. What author envisioned a European war between NATO and the Warsaw Pact in Red Storm Rising? And yes, Aaron.
Tom Clancy.
That's right. What second son of Puxinwa and brother of Tensk-Watawa established Prophetstown in Indiana and was killed near the Thames? Yes, Jordan.
Tecumseh?
Correct. Samuel Bodman leads which cabinet? Yes, Aaron.
Department of Energy.
Yes. What nation bisected by the Rio Negro shares a border with Argentina? Yes, Aaron.
Paraguay.
No. That runs along the Rio de la Plata and has its capital at Montevideo?
Uruguay.
Correct. Kulat-Nunu is the Babylonian-derived proper name of the brightest star of which zodiacal constellation that is held to represent two fish? Jordan.
Pisces?
Right. What author's character Marion is unable to eat in The Edible Woman, while Offred, yes, Jordan.
Margaret Atwood.
Correct. What Naples-born Baroque artist who appeared as an Illuminatus in Dan Brown's Angels and Demons sculpted works like The Ecstasy of St. Teresa? Yes, Aaron.
Leonardo da Vinci.
No. You can steal, gentlemen.
Donatello.
Bernini. Butyric and palmitic acids, which have no double bonds and contain as many... Yes, Aaron.
Saturated.
Yes. The St. Bartholomew's Day massacre was directed against what religious group? Yes, Aaron.
Huguenots.
Yes. Which nation's archaeological treasures include the cave churches of Gurame, the giant stone heads of Mount Nemrut, and the ruins of Ephesus and Troy? Yes, Jordan.
Turkey.
Correct. Which author of Delta Autumn wrote of Temple Drake, Joe Christmas, and Addie Bundren in works like Sanctuary, Light in August, and As I Lay? Yes, Aaron.
William Faulkner.
Correct. K-capture, positron emission, and electron emission are the three varieties of what form of radioactive, Aaron?
Beta decay.
Right. Which Tsar created the Streltsy, defeated, yes, Jordan.
Ivan IV.
Correct. What city of over 12.5 million people whose name means Eastern Capital is the site of the, yes, Aaron?
Tokyo.
Right. Which president's 11 Supreme Court appointees included John Rutledge, Oliver Ellsworth? Yes, Aaron.
George Washington.
That's right. That's the end of the rounds. Look at the score. 170 to 180. We will determine our semifinalists after these messages. Let's go extreme! Okay, extreme, but it's just the point values are doubled, that's all. I'm just gonna get more excited, okay? It's very tense, it's very close. Good luck to both teams. Sir Edward Pakenham died at what battle near the Mississippi River? Yes, Elliot.
Battle of New Orleans.
Correct. Opus 66, the Fantasia, and Opus 24, number 12, the Revolutionary Etude, are by which Polish? Yes, Aaron.
Chopin.
Yes. What poet wrote Remedies for Love as a sequel to his Art of Love, as well as a work featuring many mythological transformations called Metamorphosis? Jordan.
Ovid.
Right. The Compton effect describes the scattering by atomic electrons of what particle? The quantum of electromagnetic radiation. Aaron.
Photons.
Right. Who succeeded Raúl Lastiri as president in 1973, nearly 20 years after his earlier domination of Argentine politics with the help of his wife Evita? Yes, Aaron. I'm sorry, you can steal.
One per round.
Yeah, one per round.
You got it. Launce, Crab, Sylvia, and Julia live in what Italian city? Also home to the Capulets, where Proteus, yes, Aaron.
Rona.
Yes. A plain Republican cloth coat is cited in what 1952 speech that rebuts charges of a slush fund controlled by Richard, yes, Aaron.
Um,
I'm sorry. That rebuts charges of a slush fund controlled by Richard Nixon and is named for a dog.
Checker's speech.
That's right.
Bird Andrew.
How many stars appear on the flag of Iraq on the insignia? Yes, Aaron.
3.
Right. S.P.L. Sorensen introduced what scale based on the negative logarithm of... Yes, Jordan.
pH.
Right. Which Viennese composer, whose surname means painter, wrote symphonies nicknamed Tragic, Titan, Resurrection, and Symphony of 1,000? My dad's favorite, Gustav Mahler. What southernmost national capital in the world is located on Cook Street? Yes, Jordan.
Wellington.
That's right. CIA operative Gust Avrakotos worked with which anti-communist Texas representative to arm the Afghani Yes, Andrew.
Charlie Wilson?
Correct. James Joyce's Finnegan's Wake provided Murray Gell-Mann with the name of what particle of which protons and neutrons each have, yes, Aaron?
Quarks.
Right. What poet who translated Schiller's Wallenstein into English collaborated on lyrical ballads with his friend William Wordsworth and, yes, Jordan?
Samuel Taylor Coleridge.
You got it. The 54th Massachusetts, commanded by Robert Shaw, and the 9th and 10th Cavalry Regiments, known as Buffalo Soldiers, shared what characteristic? Yes, Robert.
They were African American.
That is right. Turnus is killed by what epic hero who flees with his father Anchises and son Ascanius from Troy and sails to Italy? Yes, Jordan.
Aeneas.
Correct. I'm all right. What technique used in the derivation of the quadratic formula involves adding a... Yes, Robert.
Completing the square.
You got it. In June 2007, what man, who had briefly been prime minister in 2003, appointed Salam Fayyad to that post after Hamas seized control of the Gaza Strip? Yes, Elliot.
Mahmoud Abbas.
That's right. In Lilius Pastia's Inn, the Matador Escamillo sings the Toreador song in Act 2 of which? Yes, Jordan.
Carmen.
You got it. George Gamow made a hand-waving argument that because 2 nucleotides aren't enough to encode 20 amino acids, what entities must be? Yes?
Codons.
That's right. What former Reichstag president was commander-in-chief of the Nazi FA intelligence service and oversaw the Battle of Britain as Luftwaffe head? Yes, Jordan.
Hermann Göring.
That's right. Fort Man was the first settlement at what city where the Chisholm and Santa Fe trails met? A city? Yes, Andrew.
Albuquerque?
No, a city in Kansas which can be metaphorically gotten out of.
Topeka?
Topeka?
Dodge City. In December 2007, Rawalpindi doctors confirmed the death from gunshot wounds. Yes, Aaron.
That is your Buto.
That's right. February 2008 began a Chinese year of what animal? Yes, Jordan.
Rat.
Right. The proximal tubule connects the loop of Henle to the Bowman's capsule. Yes, Aaron.
Kidney.
No. Of the renal corpuscle of which functional units of the kidney?
Nephron.
Right. The end of the game, 360 for Homestead. They're on to the final 2. You guys were worthy opponents all the way through. We will see you next week for the next semifinal match, and bye-bye.
The following underwriters help to make this program possible: AT&T, Oracle, the San Mateo Credit Union, and Samtrans. Tournament champions will win an all-expense-paid trip to Europe, courtesy of ACIS. Additional support is provided by the following Bay Area newspapers: the Burlingame Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, the Knights Templar, and National Academic Quiz Tournaments.